hurt their chances of looking for anything back with Xin coming over.
Already getting one play. That was a weird flash from Korea as they're looking to try and turn it on to Smash. The barrier is fantastic. Smash flashing, but not able to actually get in range. And now it's Smash that's losing his health. Life is able to pick it up. The light binding, the passive is enough. And both supports pick up kills. But it's ticking down over time. There's a bit of a range advantage, though, as Enosh in a lot of trouble. Oh, God, the Peacemaker! Yeah, he's going to have to make some peace with that.
And extra income later on. And snowballing he really, really is. As Lucid is coming down as well. No flash for Enosh.
Oh, dear. Light binding is going to connect very comfortably. And there is Lucid taking his share of the spoils. Siwoo's been having a really good time in this lane.
He is enjoying it.
Oh, that's sidestep as well. Needlework comes down. Dudu trying to stand his ground, make this one happen. The flash is going to be answered here by Dudu. Yeah, Lucid has flash as well. There's the Roar of the Slayer to get that slowdown, and Dudu is definitely dead. Can he actually trade it back? The answer's no, as Lucid picks up his second. Now Enosh and Life fighting one more time. Decent fire kick does come on through as Smash finds the Peacemaker onto Life,
but they commit.
It's really rough, though, because Doiv is also soaking their experience, so the advantage is going to still be there. The flash out from Smash, though, the light binding doesn't connect onto Enosh. He needs one more auto, and there is the kill. Lucid comes in. The barrier is going to be employed.
Mississippi was. Oh, they do that outside of America? That's wild.
Yeah, that's American media for you. As okay, there's the final spot. Peacemaker Life so close to dead, and of course, Lucid is on the other side of the map. Kills him with a flag. Enosh realizes that he's going to have to try and do something. There is that barrier from earlier that's going to keep Smash alive alongside the heal from
Shirelia's done for career. This is just the same build we saw from him yesterday, the standard Lux build. Supportive, but also does a lot of damage when you have that. And Doiv.
Well,
the rookies, man, don't do it to him.
That's the Cataclysm going down. Flash out. That's Lucid picking up the solo as Closer comes over. But Dudu now going to try and turn this one around. We've got teleports coming in from everywhere as ShowMaker going to come on down. No miasma for Dudu. And Siwoo is likely to help out grabbing this kill. There it is, going over to ShowMaker as now Closer realizes the teleport is not exactly what he wants. Lucid finds the flash with the flag and drag as the Arcane Storm comes down. Flash due to come through from Siwoo, but Doiv is going to be there to knock him up, and it looks like Closer will be ushered away from the battle. Doiv wanting to go in once again and walks off the miasma. Now Lucid, oh no, he just turns it and takes down the greedy Victor, thinking that they could go for some kills here. Flag and drag comes on down. Knock up going to connect there as Doiv able to get... yeah, there he goes.
He went back in, Atlas!
Which was a little silly. Doiv is also gone back into the Death Chamber one more time, as that is the second solo bolo here.
Like, I didn't know about that. And it's not working out so far here in the first game.
This year.
It could be twice as good for them in game 2. They're like synergy on stage. Like after game 2, it will be twice as good, right? It's stop doing it to him, man. Doiv is such a cool kid. I like Doiv. He's a good kid, man.
He's a good kid.
There's no reason to do this.
Life is a good kid too. Does find a really nice fire kick, but then just finds a Scion, so he's really dead, crushed by the Lumberjack's axe, and she was able to walk his way out. Lucid is going to get avoided there. Good reflexes by Enosh, but yeah, Life just no real options.
Okay, they are going to lose this mid turret as a result of this. Closer doesn't have TP, but he can maybe get a bounty if he's given enough time here. They will get the crystalline overgrowth, but there's an answered TP for Siwoo. And it looks like we're going to see another charge into this mid turret.
Oh dear. We also might see some more kills, but looks like Enosh and Doiv are able to sidestep the skill shots. They'll be able to keep themselves alive as Dudu trying to keep ShowMaker at bay, and ShowMaker doesn't seem too worried about it, as he's really added some extra gluten to those greaves as well. Being a mid laner, very, very cool. It's the first time I've seen that upgrade. The upgrade is kind of nutty, I'm pretty sure, on these shoes, but I don't quite remember
part of why he's in this position in the first place. And I just don't think that even, given 10 minutes, this Victor's going to be relevant, as here comes...
Yeah, there's the Cataclysm, dash on cooldown, and oh my goodness, Siwoo just flashes on top of him, and down goes the Lucian. Closer trying to run away, but the Noxious Blast is going to connect, and a couple of Twin Fangs will do it. Down will go the Victor, a solo for ShowMaker in the top lane, as there's the ace in the hole, and Melio goes down. Life not exactly having the most fun here on the Rift today, as my gosh, make it stop.
Yeah, even the Dplus fans were kind of like, well, I mean,
yeah, I know the cheers are feeling a little half.
Like, I might get canceled if I celebrate this.
Oh, no.
Their, like, new idea. And this is against our like 5th place team.
Maybe we need to keep the options open for a comeback. And the angles are Dplus all walk into the fountain. Or
I think Smash is 2 ahead. I think he just gets a penta.
Just wanders into the fountain and kills everyone.
He like accidentally clicks on the Nexus and it explodes before he dies to the fountain laser.
Oh, Doiv might have a bit of an angle here as he throws in the Crescent Guard. But Lucid just decides he's going to put Enosh into the Cataclysm. He survives, gets a big old shield. Final Spark just barely doesn't connect. And some needlework comes out from Dudu. In the meantime, split pushing Sion, trying to get some work done in the top lane. As Dplus weren't able to kill anyone. I'd say big positive for the DN Supers.
So far, the turrets, though, a little bit less lucky as she was chopping redwoods up in the top lane and starting to stack up a bit large set of minions. As we're going to see a TP flank from the Gwen. Last chance. Hail Mary. Let's see what happens.
ShowMaker, he could just be dead here. Throws down the Miasma. There's the Arcane Storm. As Dudu running with scissors is very dangerous, but not for the Gwen, as it turns out. The base, ignore it. Ignore it, everyone. That's not what we're focused on here. Just don't worry about it. It's totally fine. These things can be rebuilt. You can see the Nexus turret ones, they all come back again. Surely the inhibitor turret ones are also just going to be able to be rebuilt.
The inhibitor will. Yeah, it comes back for real.
Hey, I mean, the inhibitor itself, absolutely. As Dudu is not going to chase them any further. But still, they stop the push.
Are they going to do the thing? They only had to commit the TP, and look, they can barely get out of their base, so how useful is TP otherwise? Really? Oh, they didn't do it. They just did this, which
all right,
isn't better news, but it's better news for Enosh, okay?
I want to hear from chat. Winnable or no for the DN Supers? Give me some percentages. I want to see your percentages.
I know what they're going to say. Listen, we're not going to like it.
Oh, no, we're not going to like it.
They're not going to I think they might reference when they had this lead against the Bros last year.
Well, I mean, that's high. That could be an option. But let us know. Put it in the chat. As okay, we've got Soul on the table here for Dplus. Smash taking a lot of damage from the culling as Lucid doesn't find the knock-up with the flag and drag. ShowMaker might be turned on again, but finds the 2-man and gets the dash cannon to get to safety as well as he's running so quickly. Finally, they are going to dive on top of him here as the gravity well is going to hold him in place. And Dplus, can they get the cleanup? That's the question. Crescent Guard getting a lot of work done here as Korea gets flashed on by Doiv. And now the autos from Smash start coming in. Final Spark to help out as life is almost 2-shot. One more time from Smash. It's a triple in the end as they're now teleporting to the base. And maybe that percentage is about 0. I think I respect the 6.7. The point was really a nice touch. As all right, Dplus, they are going to be able to get through this bottom inhibitor. You knew it was going to happen. It's exactly what we were talking about. But at least that's the more realistic version of the numbers. As all right, Dudu, can you defend? The answer is no. The Nexus turrets are going to go down, and Dplus taking their momentum from their win yesterday against who was arguably the best team in the LCK coming into that moment until now with some really solid performances. As career is very, very low. So is the next
respawn.
They will Lucid. Okay, Lucid, just get the job done. There it is. The most important. This is looking a little bit dire.
You know, no defensive summoners for life or career.
All right, is the angle, like you were saying. The Gnar is going to push the Gnar back, and he goes down. That is first blood.
Here.
Yeah, some honey fruit going to get eaten there from Smash, just to keep him healthy in this lane. As Life really wants to get a ward in, but Lucid just going to pull him round, slams him into the wall. There's that wild growth combo we were talking about. The sidestep not quite good enough, but the Impale connects onto both. Enosh is able to arcane shift, but it's only after the fact. And the volley picks it up. Both of them able to tank the turret shot, and DK come alive.
Dplus with a huge win there in the bottom lane. His closer getting some help here. Maybe they could catch ShowMaker, but he ghosts away. And it's a commitment here of the Pantheon.
And he doesn't really feel too excited about it. Doiv now taking some damage as well. In the interim, has to flash to get out of the seismic shove. And Dplus, I thought this was going to be a low damage. Oh, okay. Pop goes the Gnar.
Siwoo didn't flash that one actually either, as it turns out.
I mean, I wouldn't know either. I kind of thought that he had one more ability left in him. As it turns out, the answer is no. Is okay. The Weaver's Wall comes in. The Impale is just going to hold him in position. Seismic Shove throws him around, and Doiv, there's just not a whole lot he can do.
Follow.
Yeah, hang
Closer.
on. That was a 4 versus 3, wasn't
it? He did not show it because he didn't have his Weaver's Wall yet. He does now, but obviously he didn't take teleport because he's Talia, so he's just going to end up getting like looks like about 90% of this turret, and they will also get the dragon. So yes, they get out. Doiv was somehow able to escape there this time. He almost gets it, as they are going to get this mid turret fully, and it will be the first turret of the game to go over here to Dplus as a punish on Dudu.
Oh dear, Weaver's Wall comes down, and yeah, playing the Silas into Talia just doesn't feel all that fun, does it? That's a solo bolo, actually. Siwoo hadn't touched him in a little while.
Still pretty nice attempt there to turn it into something, I guess, from good old Dudu. But he almost got the kill onto the Gnar, right? Almost able to pull it off. He gets punished. They lose a second turret. And almost just isn't good enough, you know, for DNS, especially with how far behind now their Rise and Ezreal are. The death of Dudu is the only winning position they have on the map.
This kind of, it just feels like Dplus have more players on the map. Like, it just doesn't feel very fair. The DN Super is just getting stretched too thin, unable to find the answers, and even though Dudu is having a really good game, right? He's 500 gold in the lead. Siwoo just hasn't been able to find any impact.
I thought Closer was the best Silas on this team.
Yeah,
you know?
As it turns out, it's
debatable.
Well, yeah, maybe it's not guaranteed. But I do think that throws him into the wall, just says, no.
Not this time.
I want nothing to do with this. Lucid should be able to take this Drake. I don't think there's going to be any answer.
Let's see
pings out on Doiv on the Raptors.
Let's see what the soul is. I feel like Infernal Soul
in trade of only lives. But, you know, 2 flashes for 1 is all we're really talking about here. Is the flash to get out of the way of the Gnar. That was very nicely done. And unfortunately, DNS unable to get the catch onto the 0-2 Gnar.
They commit so many resources to try to catch that Gnar, and this time he flashes.
Turret as well.
Yeah. I don't think ShowMaker is going to really be contested here. It's pretty low. There's a Rise coming over, so see how quickly he can clear that. But either way, it's going to be an extra bit of damage onto this turret. As you can see here, the plate will go over, and they're actually rotating. So you know what? I think they will eventually get it. Closer?
Yeah, Closer's just going to walk up. Smash is going to show up, though, and so the flash does have to come on through. Seismic Shove was on cooldown, so unfortunately not going to be there after the arrow. And he will be able to walk away.
And Dplus are just... the macro is good, but I don't even think it's like an advanced macro game. They're just moving as a group here and punishing...
All right. Well, so that's why you wear your safety harness, everyone. Make sure that you're all going to be okay. That's all right. Dudu, still the most powerful of this team. Gets himself a wild growth, actually, as he looks to try and get some damage down onto Siwoo. But Siwoo is now in a much better position here in this game. A lot more mobile as well. With his Black Cleaver Trinity Force complete.
It's really hard to say good things about what's going on here for DNS. I don't mean like they're all playing badly. It's 4-2 kills at 23 minutes. It's not like they're getting wiped. They're just getting outplayed on the map. And the decisions of where to collapse, where to pinch have not been good. And now Dplus are just going to start this Baron for free with ShowMaker holding the wall here. Can try to deny entry completely, or...
Oh dear, there's a Seismic Shove, and Career is actually the one that picks up the kill somehow. That's exactly the one that they wanted to take down, though, as now Dplus, with no fear of getting out-smited, and will just be able to take this Baron. Siwoo taking control of this mid lane as well as best he can.
It's a simple equation, right? Dplus know there's no vision. They start the Baron. DNS are aware of it, but someone has to check. But they have the trap there. They use the Baron. What are you gonna do? That's the question for DNS. Like, what could they have done better in this game state? I think the answer is maybe not get into this game state and have a better early game across the map. Because from here on out, just like game 1, there aren't good choices to make.
I think Realm Warp everyone on top of someone. That's probably what you want to do. All right, speaking of pressing some R buttons, it is going to be Doiv making his way in there, looking for Siwoo, whose Gnar will be coming back up. And Dudu looking to make his way through. Doesn't land the chains, but gets the Gnar onto the Gnar. Down goes the Gnar.
Yeah, but just like last time, it's going to be at the cost of some map presence here and some structures, as the arrow may stop a back or two.
Yeah, just one. It actually over towards Closer, so he will have that back stopped.
Yeah.
That should guarantee another inhibitor turret, probably this inhibitor in the bottom lane as well. I don't know whether they can get mid-inhib, but with the turret going down, it's as if it's gone. And in fact, they are just able to walk their way over. Life is going to get pulled up and manages to get the charm thanks to Lucid. That was kind of crazy. Now you got mid laners battling on the other side, and Doiv is just going to get wiped out. Flashes have to be employed to get out of the way of the Impale. And Closer running for the hills. Dudu also not able to make his way in, as this Talia pick is really making it so difficult for these flanks to come through from DNS. Still something that Dudu wants to look for here, as ShowMaker wants to get him away from them once again. as Lucid with that big old shield. That's another beat drop to come on through, but life is so close to dead. There goes Closer. And now the Wild Growth Smash is looking to lock them up. That's a great Wild Growth to come through from Dudu though, and he takes down the Ashe. The question is, can he actually do anything else? And the answer is no. As they take him out, Lucid gives him the good old thumbs up. Man, this guy has some feelings today on Summoner's Rift. And Dplus, they will be able to take down their second Nexus of the night. And what a return to form from this team, as they did lose both series last week and came back with a vengeance here today.
Really showcasing the difference in LCK veteranship versus challengers on the rise, right? Because we did see, I mean, ShowMaker is the only one from the old guard. The rest of this team is actually from the same generation. You could say career might be like a little bit younger, but for the most part, almost all of these players here are across the same level of challengers, but the players on Dplus have spent years in the LCK, and the difference is absolutely massive in terms of performance, and not to mention the synergy